You know, I think he's pretty arse. I think he's just fodder as hell.
To be frank, I don't have many thoughts on Warlock, cause, well, I've never seen his movies. I know a lot of people say that he's strong. I think that mainly just stems from the fact that, I don't know, isn't he like a demon or like the son of Satan or something? I don't know. But yeah, to be honest, I can't think of many, for the clips I have seen of him, I can't think of many impressive feats, other than just like, being able to claim that he's a demon. So yeah.
The Warlock is like below CP level from Little Caesars.
Low-key the clown victim.
I heard Nolan say he got his shit handed to him by 2D now, so he's probably comparable to the absolute god of all horror, my glorious king, Torment. So fucking stupid.
Warlock, you say? Bro was low-key a fodder and would get negged by light bulbs just like Jason Voorhees, and bro is low-key below Freddy.
Warlock? Oh yeah, I remember in the first movie when he got his footprint stabbed. I don't know, I guess that was cool.
Loki. Chuck Sommers would use his weather manipulation hacks to summon lightning on that guy. He'd strike him down, pretty much. Yeah, he'd yell like that. Yeah, that chant like soda, and then neck him. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome to the third episode in the Debunk series. I know I have been gone for a very long time, but I'm not dead, I swear. Neither is the series. I hope. Today we're looking at the Warlock from the Warlock series. Now, a lot of people are probably just not going to watch the video as usual, but oh well, I guess. Now, if I could give an example of what the Warlock is and what he does and how strong he is as an example for people who may not know what he does or who he is, he's kind of like the guy you hear from a guy at a party that, oh yeah, this guy is really strong and stuff and he'll beat your ass, and then you go up to him and he's not all that. That's kind of what the Warlock is. People talk a big game about him, about how he could do anything, and then he gets fucking shit on by a leaf. We're on a wild ride, man. We'll be looking at Julian Sands from Warlock and Warlock the Armageddon, and Bruce Payne in Warlock 3, The End of Innocence. Yeah, that's right, we got a recast, and just like the Djinn, we're looking at a different version of the same character. Well, a different character that is kind of the same character. You'll see when we get to that point, but hopefully you understand. Either way, he's still weak. Did you guys even know there was a third Warlock movie? I had to sit through that. I went through real pain. Alright, enough blabbering. We'll go from movie to movie, look at a funny clip, make fun of the blondie, and then call it a day. Thumbs up? Alright, now let's dive into the world of Warlock.
Gets it again, makes a pass, throws it up.
The film opens up with the Warlock chained to a wall. Wow, already off to a great start. Some people yap and leave along with the main character. Wait, Richard E. Grant? What are you doing here? He leaves for a second and comes back, only for the Warlock to be piecing the fuck out, causing our boy to follow him. If you really want to know what happened, the Warlock got out of his chains and summoned a fucking storm, which transports him to modern day. He's gonna do that again, right? Right? The Warlock ends up in our main character, Cassandra's house. He wakes up the next day and decides to go Hannibal Lecter on her roommate, cutting his finger off, closing a door, and ripping his tongue out.
England, Scotland.
What a fucking bozo! Oh dear. Come here, you. It's raw. It's fucking...
So might as well tell you, what's the Warlock's deal? Basically, he's trying to find these pages scattered across the US that when put together, read a name that'll undo creation. So why doesn't he use his powers and just find the pages? Well, because we wouldn't have a movie, silly. The Warlock visits a psychic, only to turn her into a demon of some sorts. So you know how the Warlock is, well, a warlock? Well, for his second kill, he uses a knife. Like, why would you use your super cool magical powers when you could stab that bitch like Ghostface, you know what I'm saying? The Warlock, I'm sorry, but saying the word Warlock over and over again is really just taking a toll on my just form of speech. It is gonna get very annoying very fast if you couldn't pick up on that. Shows up and drags our main character out into her living room because she has a page of the book. Gasp. Did I mention that eyes guide him where the pages are? And the Warlock uses a fucking table leg to break the table when he has powers. Jeez, I didn't know the Warlock pulled up to the battle against Myers with a fucking machete. Anyways, he takes the pages and breaks a window, which is a trend for these characters. He actually uses his magic and curses the main character, saying she'll age 20 years every 24 hours. Warlock learns what football is from a kid. It's not important at all, I just thought it was funny. The Warlock also tells the kid that both women and men can be witches.
No witch can set foot on church ground.
You're telling me you're a witch? You ain't no witch. Witches are girls.
Some are men.
See? Equality, kids. The Warlock drinks some hot water and starts zooming like the fucking Flash. The Warlock settles in a barn, finding a page and tries to be like Ness, but ultimately fails. The Warlock's magic is stopped by copper, so the characters use pennies to defend themselves. And before you say anything, yes, that means the penny from Final Destination would negate the Warlock's powers. Redfern stabs the Warlock, and the Warlock gets hurt, but it turns out he had papers blocking the stab wound.
For the watch! For the watch! For the watch!
The Warlock then shoots him out a window.
It can work marvelous.
Get higher!
Now some people are probably going to say, oh well, he shoots fire, he's strong. Which, sure, okay, I understand. But it doesn't harm Redfern. It's more of a pushback than actual damage, especially later in the film. The Warlock gets lassoed and gets hurt for some reason, I don't know. He flies away only to be badly hurt by a weather vane. Thank you, Google, for telling me what that is. Now this brings me to a reason why a video on the Warlock is being made. Warlock only relies on magic, which, yeah, I guess that makes him strong, but he never really utilizes it. If he were really that strong, why doesn't he do anything? Why doesn't he easily kill Redfern here? Why only use it when you need to kill people when you could have immediately gotten the pages? The Wicked Witch of the West used her magic better than you. Another reason why Warlock is weak is that he doesn't have anything good other than abilities and hacks. Everything he has is ass, especially this scene of him getting shot down. If he were to get off-guarded by Jason, and Jason were to get a fatal blow, it's over. Warlock won't have enough time to react or use his magic. The Warlock gets taken down and almost loses, until this man who's religious and sensed the Warlock looks into his eyes, which makes him bleed, and causes the Warlock to escape.
Nay! Look not in his eyes! Nay!
Need I remind you, an elderly man and elderly woman were restraining a very young warlock. Now this scene is so funny and so ridiculous. Basically, Cassandra follows the warlock to a train station. She looks at some footsteps the warlock made and decides to just stab them with a nail, causing the warlock to scream in agony. I'm not making this up. Cassandra and Redfern get on a plane where the warlock is eating ice cream, I think, in the cargo section of a plane. I don't really know. The warlock says how he feels a pregnant woman's babies. Kinda weird, but alright. The warlock then flies to the final act. The warlock lifts Cassandra up, which is an alright strength feat, better than anything he's done previously. The warlock and Redfern fight, but the warlock doesn't use his magic? If you want to kill him, kill him! You're a warlock, for fuck's sake. The warlock gets fucking pocket sanded.
Pocket sand!
The warlock shoots some of his fire into Redfern's mouth. Wow, that sounds so wrong out of context. But instead of killing him, he reacts like if you were to taste something bad and throw it up. Which he does.
Fear. Tell me how it feels.
Feels as if the rules have changed.
Warlock then starts reciting the words to reveal the name of the Grand Grimoire. I think that's how you said that. I don't really care, I'm gonna be honest. But before he can undo all of creation, he dies by the Bay Harbor Butcher.
Tonight's the night, baby.
There's no fucking way Warlock is below Dexter. Dexter fucking Morgan is above Warlock. Oh yeah. But basically, if you're wondering why Warlock just up and died, Warlocks are hurt by salt, and salt stops all evil. They were fighting next to the ocean, and I'm not sure if you know this, but the ocean has a lot of salt. So boom, dead Warlock. And yeah, that's Warlock. So far, he doesn't utilize his magic when needed, and gets hurt by literally anything.
I possess the Necronomicon. I've crushed your pathetic army. Now I'll have my vengeance.
Buckle up, bonehead, because you're going for a ride.
Warlock in this film is like Warlock from Warlock. What does that mean exactly? Well, he does jack shit. Warlock comes back by a lunar eclipse, triggering the stone, causing them to come out of a woman, and we get to see some naked Julian Sands.
Surprise!
Zach Galligan? What are you doing here? So instead of going for the book again, he decides to grab a couple of stones, which will bring out Satan. So why go for those instead of the book? Well, one, the book got dropped off in a place just waiting to be covered in fries, and two, because I guess the stones are cooler. But the stones were made to stop the Warlock, who is Satan's son, but before they could finish it, a bunch of Christians show up, stopping the Druids and causing the stones to be scattered. So the main character gets executed by his father, because he is the chosen one or some shit and has to fight the Warlock. Okay, sure, seems legit. The Warlock shows up at a fashion show because a stone is here, so he invites the host up to the roof and flies, picking her up and dropping her.
Ride's over.
And now, it is my pleasure to present to you Miss Paula Dare.
So, Mr. Warlock, why didn't you just use your powers? Or well, I guess you did, but, like, you know. The Warlock shows up to a gas station. During this, the two old men we follow discuss how to kill the Warlock. The guy says how only a warrior can kill the Warlock, while the other guy says a spell can weaken him. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, by using a leaf. So just by that, the Warlock gets weakened a lot.
Mister! Mister! What's going on? There's squirting blood all over the place! It's black blood! What do I do? It's squirting!
Let's put our minds to helping the boy. He's the one who has to stop him, not us.
I feel so damn helpless. Damn.
Yes, you just saw this overpowered goat get negged by a leaf, and is probably the most embarrassing thing I have shown in this series. If this clerk wasn't here for him to regain his strength, dude would have bled out. The son then starts training, and then they kill his girlfriend, who also becomes a warrior and trades. What is this movie? The Warlock then shows up to the circus, where the stick has a stone. God, this movie is just a worse version of Infinity War. He lifts up a little person and kills her in an Iron Maiden. The guy runs into a mirror, which the Warlock says is a different reality. If the guy guesses which stone is real, he'll be let free. If not, he'll be stuck in this reality, which seems more like a room than reality, but I'll let you decide. He chooses wrong, where the Warlock simply just tricked him, and he gets stuck there forever.
That depends on which side of the mirror you're standing.
One of the guys enters an elevator with the Warlock, attempting to kill him, and it doesn't go well. This isn't me cutting it, by the way. I'm not showing the clip either. We don't know that happened. Off-screen kill, man. Gotta love it. The Warlock closes a woman's mouth.
Shut up.
The Warlock then tries to compromise a deal for this stone, but ultimately ends up just killing him by turning him into a Picasso.
Picasso. Definitely Picasso.
Warlock rips a woman's scalp off and turns it into a map.
Here, see yourself.
And before you say that's impressive, Art the Clown did it, and people call him fodder. Which he isn't, so not really a big difference. Art the Clown is stronger. I don't know. Guys, please don't call Art weak anymore. It really hurts my feelings, and I don't like that. The Warlock finally shows up only to murder someone off screen. Beautiful. Warlock tortures the old man who almost killed him with a leaf, and the Warlock can literally kill him. This guy literally can't do anything. So you're assuming the Warlock will just use his magic, right? No, he doesn't. They literally just fucking argue. He acts like a kid saying, "Give me the stone." And on top of that, he's using a fucking axe. So back to weapons like in the first movie.
Give me the stone. You'll never get the stone. Give me the stone. You'll never get the stone. Give me the stone. You'll never get it.
Thank you.
The boy walks in where the Warlock finally does something impressive, blowing up a building.
My move.
why didn't you just do that with the previous buildings? Your goal would have been done so much quicker. The boy sets him on fire, and it does nothing, most likely due to the fact that he's weak, and his abilities don't work as well, which we see happen later in the movie.
Is this the best you can do?
Fuck off.
The Warlock attempts to run him over, but the boy lifts up a sewer grate, crashing the car. Two old men gun down the Warlock with shotguns, only for them to get a taste of their own medicine.
Happy trails, partners.
You know, maybe I've been too harsh on the Warlock. Maybe he is actually strong. The girl lures him away into the ritual thingy. I don't know. The Warlock flies after her, only to get impaled by a branch. Ah yes, our big bad gets defeated by a stick. He gets back up by morphing through the stick and walks towards a boulder. He then, ignore the guy in the background, tips the boulder over. Now what I might say is a stretch, but this boulder is slanted, and honestly it looks like a normal person could tip it over. Now granted, he is doing it from the side, but get a couple people there and that boulder could fall. The Warlock throws her on top of a car and straps her on it. Get your mind out of the gutter. He then takes the final stone and chants for Satan. The boy comes back and fucking shocks him with lightning.
Strike.
Now, a lightning bolt can do anything to the human body. From a doctor I found on Atrium Health, he states that injuries can range anywhere from a mild burn on your body to damage to your brain to death. It really depends on how close you are and how exposed you were to the lightning strike. Roy Sullivan was hit 7 times by lightning and survived each encounter. So really, it depends on how much power our protagonist put in the bolt. Basically like Charlie from Firestarter, if you guys even know what that is. And seeing how he's weakened and the Warlock didn't really seem affected, more so annoyed, the lightning strike feat isn't the best. The Warlock ties him up to a tree and continues the ritual. And for this next thing I'm about to say, it's genuinely as bad as the Wish and Wishmaster 4. Oh yeah, we're getting into some real good shit. So Satan rises out of hell, right? Warlock is about to win and destroy humanity with Satan himself, but the protagonists muster up all their strength to turn the lights but the protagonists muster up all their strength to turn on the lights of a car, blinding the Warlock, hurting him, and stopping the ritual, causing Satan to go back to hell. And guess what? It somehow gets even worse. The Warlock starts to beat the guy's head against the tree, making him weaker. He pulls out a dagger and gets headbutted, causing him to get a bloody nose. Man, it's not looking good for Warlock. I take back my statement about you being strong. They then fight over the dagger using telekinesis. Hey buddy, he's strapped to a tree, weakened. Grab the fucking dagger and stab him. Or hey, maybe be a fucking Warlock and use a magic. It's not like, you know, that's your thing or anything. Anyways, the girl helps and flings the dagger into the Warlock, killing him. Need I remind you, everyone here is weakened except the Warlock. The Warlock grabs the stone, then goes away. Man, just when you think he's strong, the film takes a left turn and bullies him. I genuinely thought he was strong for a good while watching it, by the way. I even said to myself I wouldn't do this video because, well, he's only weak in that first movie. But nope, I was very, very wrong.
My move.
I know who you are. What do you want? What do you want from us?
The Miller girl. You're going to give her to me.
No way. Never.
Then die. It's that simple.
The Warlock is a lot like Enz Myers, where he doesn't do anything until the end of the film, except Enz Myers would actually win in a fight compared to this Warlock. Now I had to pull up good old Wikipedia for the plot, because this film is horrible at explaining things, and also because it is so mind-numbingly boring. Like, good luck if you try to watch this film on your own. I honestly applaud you. Kirsty Cotton from Hellraiser gets told she has a house inherited from her family. This guy fixes a pipe, only for the Warlock to release. Man, my favorite horror villain got released from a fucking pipe. How cool. She has dreams of her past life, with the Warlock trying to sacrifice her, only for him to be trapped in the catacombs of the house by the mother. At least I think that's what's going on. I couldn't even tell you, man, but honestly, who cares? It's Warlock 3. You shouldn't at this point. He comes back and acts like an architect, only for a historian to stop and question him, which leads to the Warlock ripping his throat out.
I believe I'll have a conversation with young Chris.
That won't be possible.
God, breathe.
Then let me give you some air.
Finish him! Fatality.
The Warlock then encounters this one lady who is a witch. They have a magic fight where she loses, causing her to turn into glass, with the Warlock shattering her.
Be still, young witch.
The Warlock then makes two kinky lovers into BDSM Hellraiser torture things. I don't really know. What the fuck is this? What? This isn't a real movie. Who edited this, bro? The Warlock makes this guy turn into his father. I don't know. He then knocks him off a staircase.
To the window! To the wall! To the wall!
Kirsty escapes only for it to be a vision. The Warlock rips this guy's hand and throws it into a fireplace, causing the guy to burn. The Warlock captures her and makes an image appear. I don't know what's happening anymore. The Warlock brings her to the catacombs, saying how he's going to sacrifice her to exchange her soul with a consort from hell to mother a race of evil. Fuck it, sure. She escapes and knocks him down with firewood. She grabs a piece of wood on fire and tries to burn him. Hey, Mr. Warlock, what happened to you, like, using your magic? You were on a roll compared to the other Warlock, I do want to say. The Warlock gets fear hacked by a doll and gets knocked into a pool of water? Blood?
Yes, I can.
He teleports? I feel like that should have been established a long time ago. She grabs the dagger that he was using to sacrifice her, and he blocks it with a piss shield. She gets visions of the dagger and the doll, which he grabs and stabs the Warlock with. This fucking movie, man. This fucking character, man. How do you think he's strong? Well, not this version, the Julian Sands version. But this version isn't strong either, so fuck it. This shit is so infuriating. The Warlock just fucking stands there, shocked, and when getting stabbed. What happened to him doing anything, guys? She stabs him once, not leaving the blade in for like 2 seconds and not stabbing him multiple times. Just one simple stab and he starts fucking losing it. And he's a fucking goat? What? What the fuck is happening? What even is this? This is more ridiculous than lights being a true form. This is more ridiculous than the Dexter series finale. This is more ridiculous than gas prices. No, I'm done. Both versions of these characters are extremely fucking ass and will get bodied by any of the dolls from Child's Play. Corey Cunningham would be enough for these fucks. I don't even know if the Jinn is stronger than him. Sure, he relies on wishes, but at least he fucking survived getting stabbed, you know? That's a basic feat. You should at least be able to survive a simple stabbing. This motherfucker can't even defend himself at this point. He isn't even a good warlock. Fuck it. Fuck this series. I'm done.
Loser! You're a loser!
And just like that, we are done with the Warlock Debunk. It only took like a year, but I got it out. Can't yell at me. I don't know who else to do next. Again, this is all improvisation, as my outros usually are. I like these because I just get to talk. I don't gotta look at a script or whatnot. I could just blabber about whatever floats my boat, whatever I am thinking about at 2 in the morning. I was originally supposed to get this video out like before a year ago. Like making it now, I was supposed to get out like on Christmas Day. Like it would have been done beforehand, and then I would have just like scheduled it to upload at like Christmas, so everyone would have been able to see it on Christmas, like as soon as they woke up, because like, I mean, obviously, you know, put 2 and 2 together. Oh, I just woke up. Oh shit, Warlock Debunk, and I got cool new presents. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. But I'm lazy, so I'm not the most reliable. You know, I also kind of just want to do another video where I just like talk. I don't know. I like these fun little commentary videos, but you know, I wanted to do some where like I talk about some movie or rank some movies or whatnot, but I'm simply lazy, and I just didn't know what to do. I don't know what ideas I could do, because I want my stuff to be original, you know? I don't just want to do like, oh shit, like here's the shitty Halloween franchise ranked for the millionth time. Oh boy, I wonder where Halloween's gonna go. At the top? Yeah, fuck, oh shit, it's at the top. But you know, I guess the debunks are like my thing, and also I think I've improved with my editing since then, so you know, I'd say this one is probably my best. Shout out to everyone I bugged to send me voice lines in the beginning. The reason why there is no scale is because why would you scale the Warlock? And also because, you know, I wanted to get it out for Christmas, so I didn't want to like take a bunch of time, and you know, I have to gather and get those people on a call, and I have to show them the clips, and that could take forever because some people might need to go, some people are across the world, you know. So those parts I do like the scales because, you know, I'm with everyone, it's a live reaction, and we get to joke around and stuff, but it takes too much time, and it usually makes the video a lot more bulkier, so I don't expect people to watch it as much. That being said, please, you know, show them love and support. You might have just heard their voices, but you know, they're my friends, yada yada. Go love and support them. You don't have to. Honestly, you know, you could like comment on Lefty303's channel and be like, I fucking hate you, you piece of shit. Don't do that. No, actually do that. I'm sure he won't watch this. 100%. I'm sure he will watch this. Oh, fucking hell, I need to sleep. As for like other stuff to keep you updated on like what like I'm gonna like upload and stuff, I want to try and get out a another random horror debates with 2025 edition, round up the year. I don't know why I've had an itch to use Remick in an edit. I don't even like the movie. I think it's okay. As for scene packs, I thought about doing Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm lazy. That didn't happen. Maybe next year. Scene packs in general, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's been a while, as you can tell. It's been since summer. I just don't have motivation to do them. I'm sorry. I don't know. I've seen people on TikTok mention me saying they want a Leon Prater scene pack from Dexter Resurrection, so I guess I do have an influence somehow. But there's been a couple characters I want to do scene packs for, but I'm just lazy, you know. So, you know, of course, Silent Night, Deadly Night was one of them. Mainly just newer horror. I've been really into the newer stuff that has been releasing this year. I can't think of what else I'd do. Oh yeah, Grabber. I gotta do a Grabber scene pack again. And then I've seen a couple people bug me for Pennywise at Welcome to Derry, which that's not gonna happen until the show completes. That's how I roll. So like Art the Clown is not getting scene pack until like Terrifier 4 comes around and then completes his story. So whoopsies. I don't know what else to say. I mean, kind of like, you know, just kind of catching up with you guys. Like, hey, I'm still here. Yada yada. It's just, you know, it's just been a minute. So I guess I will wrap things up. You know, I'll let you guys go do your thing. I'll be lurking in the shadows. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I was gonna do a Corey Cunningham debunk because there was like a good week, back in like late November, early December, where people were glazing him again, and I had a really funny idea. I'm not gonna spoil it because if there's another Corey resurgence, then I am going to fucking make that debunk so fast. It's mainly just like a comedy special for you to be like, oh my god, this is so fucking ridiculous but funny at the same time, because we all know he's weak. Like, I don't care what argument you say of him being like yada yada, like he fucking like got negged by a glass door, talk to the wall, I don't care. Call me petty, but it's like, don't argue for Corey, just don't. You're gonna make yourself look like a fool. I don't have anything else to say. Well, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Unfortunate. I guess, you know, I hope you have a good day. I hope you have a good night. Whatever it may be. Maybe you're having a good afternoon. You don't hear that. I've never heard that, honestly. It's 2 a.m. Let me talk about my, like, weird fucking thoughts, okay? This just has to happen. Maybe, yeah, have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. No, good evening's normal. As for me, I'm gonna upload this. I checked. There's, like, no copyright strikes, so, you know, go Jesus. Oh, my God. Thank God. I hope, you know, by the time I wake up, I just, like, people like the stuff. You know, I always appreciate a comment saying, oh my god, you actually, like, did good on this. It's like, yeah, thanks, I know. I tried. Yeah, by the time I wake up, everyone should be watching this, and I should be, like, doing Christmas stuff. I don't know. Maybe you guys, like, don't like this stuff. I don't know. Okay, enough stalling. God, we're already at the 7.5 minute mark. Man, I could talk for a while. Should I just do like a video where I just talk about random things? I don't think anyone would watch it. Unless I put like hot takes in there. So like at the 30 minute mark, oh shit, Friday the 13th is like better than The Nightmare on Elm Street. And then I go back to talking about like, I don't know, the weather. Bit windy, innit? That was horrible. Yeah, enough talking from me, I think. I think I'm gonna... I will actually let you go now. You could have clicked off like a very long time ago. So if you're still here, thank you for listening to me yap. I like talking. I like talking about nonsense. Not just about these shitty movies from like, you know, early 2000s straight to DVD. I could do, dude, I could do a whole video talking about these shitty movies. Like those Wishmaster sequels, man, those killed me. But the Warlock 3, that is so far the worst movie I've talked about. Somehow worse than Wishmaster 3. Warlock 3 is just, oh my god, so bad, genuinely so bad. But yeah, I think that's it from me. I hope you guys have a good day. Have, you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Stay tuned. Maybe there might be another debunk. Question mark. Looking at you, Matt Cordell, Victor Crowley. No, I'm joking. Maybe. I do want to do more debunks, but you know, la 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 la. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys, and I'll see you when I see you. Yeah. Thank you for watching and staying through the whole thing. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for even clicking on the video, I guess. But you know, I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye, everyone. fuck, I can't think of anything funny to to say. Shit, fuck. Oh, I got it. I got it. I know what to end off on. I honestly think that Freddy Fazbear isn't that scary, aside from like booping the snoot, you know? Like, could you imagine like pressing his nose and then exploding? Like, that'd be so cool.